It was a fun party and I had quite a few shots. Yeah, okay,
that's when I was really introduced to.
That's when I was really introduced to tequila. Hey, you're about to hit me in the face with that bottle.
I'm sorry.
So for the month of November, so for the month of October, Tequila Partida is gonna, so for the so yeah, so Maria and I just finished recording a collaboration with Tequila Partida. It was pretty good. And now we're just on our way to do daily things and try to answer your questions about the YouTube tag and how to become successful. Now, a lot of these things will just be relevant to us and only apply to us because the things that we did might not work for you. We hope they do, but these are the things that we did to help us grow on YouTube.
You really can't go wrong with chicken, rice, and veggies.
Nope.
Right? And fries, because we have fries.
Yeah, I don't know why we got the fries, but we got them.
Because they were there and they're delicious.
Yeah, they were delicious.
All right, so we're back from lunch, which is actually dinner. What are you doing?
You know, just being myself.
Being noble.
Being myself.
So yeah, so Sarah McGlory tagged us in this growing on YouTube tag, and we're excited to answer some questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Question number 1. Why did we decide to start YouTube?
All right, so...
Do you remember?
We didn't decide to start doing YouTube. The videos actually started from a trip that we went to Italy. Yeah. We were taking pictures and stuff, and I was like, babe, you know what? We should probably record some video because, you know, we don't know if we're ever gonna come back, so let's just do video. And at the time we just had an iPhone 4 and we took videos with that.
Yeah, and also just we're learning a lot of skills as we're doing this video, so that's an additional motivation to continue doing it. And we're meeting people along the way, like a lot of people, and you know that helps us in our careers as well.
Yeah.
All right, question numero 2. What do we have?
All right, what would you tell yourself on day 1 knowing what you know now?
That's a good question. I think mainly not to rush, because we used to try to publish a lot, especially after our Japan and Korea trip, right? Yeah. So we would try to publish 2 or 3 videos a week, and we didn't really take the time to explore and see what other people were doing for that type of content, like for Japan videos and Korea videos. Take your time with the music, with the editing, just try to make it, you know, make sure the quality is there before you publish.
And also like find your style, because that when you take your time, you put more of your personality and your editing style into your videos. Whereas if you're rushing, you kind of forget about those things and you try to push your video out. Yeah. No, just, you know, take it easy, take your time, and you know, you'll slowly grow as you learn.
So in case you're wondering where we are, this is actually in Evanston. It's called Grosse Pointe Lighthouse. It has like a little park and the beach is right there.
Yeah, right back there.
Yeah.
Park's really this way.
This is usually packed in summer.
Oh,
but actually
super packed in summer.
Right? Yeah. But it's actually a really pretty place to visit during fall too.
Yeah, you get nice colors.
Highly recommend this. Next to Northwestern University.
Yeah.
So. Number 3, what do we have?
For question number 3 is what camera do we use and what accessories and how do we use them? So our camera, our camera is a Canon G7X Mark II, and we actually got it refurbished. We did not buy it new. We got it refurbished because it was the best price to value ratio for us, and obviously because, you know, we're amateurs, we don't need like a DSLR or high-end camera.
We don't know how to use that yet.
Yeah, we don't know how to use it, so we decided to go with the point and shoot that was good for vlogging. So that's the camera that we use, and like I said, we had bought it refurbished because we didn't want to spend too much money and spend money on a camera that we didn't know how to use, and I thought this would be great to start.
And then we also have a GoPro for, you know, we walk a lot when we're traveling, so that was really helpful. And also Nabol likes to do his Nabol cam with the GoPro, which actually is pretty funny. A lot of people like it. So.
Yeah, I do mind a bull cams on the GoPro because Maria's doing her thing with the camera, and I'm like, hey,
I'm gonna go wild and do something that Maria can't edit.
Yeah.
Before it gets too dark, let's try to answer one more question.
All right. So question number 4 is, what editing software do you guys use, and what are some beginner tips for editing?
That's a good one.
Well, we actually use iMovie.
Yeah, that's it.
We've been using iMovie since we started doing videos on the iPhone 4, and we've been using iMovie up until now too.
So for beginner tips, less is more. We shoot a ton of footage every time, and then we ended up, there's an airplane.
Yeah.
Beginner tips, I would say less is more. We shoot a ton of footage, right? And I only end up using like maybe 10-15% of what we shoot, believe it or not. And that's because I want to make sure that the footage is not shaky, that the color is right. I want like our faces to be as close to the camera as possible, because you know, people don't like to see people from far away. Like,
yeah, like, whoa,
it's
like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. People actually connect with you the closer you are to the camera. That's another tip. Also, when you're editing, try to follow a natural flow like of events. Maybe something from the end of the day would make more sense at the beginning. Just play with it, experiment, see, you know, how you can tell the story better. It helps to edit with music. Like, let's say you want to use something better later on because it's not yet quite the right song that you want to use, but try it. Try editing with music. I don't know if you guys do it, but it really helps me, and it can probably help you.
So as you guys know, it got dark, and right now we're in our mobile studio.
Yes. So let's answer. Actually, we kind of answered already the next question, which is, what music do I use, and do I have any suggestion of music?
Well, we actually don't pay for music at all. We use free music that's available on YouTube. Obviously, we got to get credit to the creators because that's how they make their money. But I mean, we know that there's a lot of people that subscribe to music platforms, but we've heard some horror stories from that, so we decided not to do that. We decided to go with the music that's available through YouTube and other means that are free use. All
right, one more question before we go do groceries because it's getting late. How do I make thumbnails, and do I have any tips? That would be...
All right, so for thumbnails, we actually use Canva. You can go to canva.com. It's like a browser application. We usually like to use large fonts and like a colorful large font. Yeah. And you know, make sure that we're focusing on a certain area. Like if it's the food, focus on the food. If it's like us, focus on us. But try to include elements of, like, if it's us and the food.
That help tells the story of what you're trying to do.
And we also try to avoid not to make the title too clickbaity.
Yeah. Like, we used to do a lot of, like, and we still do it every once in a while because it's funny as heck, but...
Yeah, we do it because we find it funny, not because we're like, hey, do you think people are going to like this video, this thumbnail? No, because I'm like, hey, you know what would be great if I did this, because I think it's funny.
Watch me be on cruise control while Nabal actually does the shopping. You wanna get one?
Yeah.
Wow, they're so tiny.
How do you know to see this?
It says it there.
Oh. Oh, so right now we're at Cermak. It's kind of like an international market. Like, they have aisles where they have international items and stuff, so it's really cool that, you know, you can find most of whatever you're looking for. Like, hey, you need a certain thing from a certain country, you might find it here. And we like to do shopping here because it's a lot cheaper than the other grocery stores that we go to. We used to go a lot to Mariano's, but we weren't getting a lot of bang for our buck, so we decided to shop around. What's the next tip? Sorry, the next question. I'm sorry.
Next question. So what is the #1 strategic tip that helps you get subscribers? To be honest, we don't know what we're doing half of the time. Believe it or not, we're getting a lot more people since we started to feel a little bit more comfortable. At least that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree totally. Like, as long as you're yourself and you show your true personality, people will relate to that, like Maria said. And when they can relate to you, they feel comfortable around you. They want to see more of what you do, which I guess we should do more.
Yeah. Also, like the type of content that you cover, don't, again, like I said before, don't do what everybody else is doing. Try to answer the questions that you have internally. Like, I would like to know this about this place. So
yeah.
Try to do the content that makes sense to you, because probably a lot of people probably have the same interest. So that's why we're trying to do more.
And you connect with them through that interest. This is our favorite refried bean brand. And actually flavor, zesty salsa.
And it's from Chicago.
And it's from Chicago, which is why we buy it. Maria's excited about something. I don't want to. No.
It's like, oh my god, like 50 people ran in from this.
No.
We like corned beef. That's actually my favorite food, if you guys don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're not taking that, so.
How much is this? Hold on. It's $38.
Yeah, and we're not taking that. We're not taking it.
It's a bargain, guys.
It's a big ass can of corned beef. Put that back.
Check out the Goya section of the adobo section. It's insane. Like, we usually get the red one. I don't know why. Just because your grandma gets the red one. We always get the red one.
My grandma gets the red one. Well, that's what happens when you record in a supermarket. So the next question is, how do I fight discouragement and burnout? Well, Maria really takes it hard on herself sometimes when videos don't turn out like quite how we wanted them to. So I tell her to take breaks, you know, just do something else for a while, and then we'll come back to it and look at what doesn't work and what she believes doesn't work, and then we'll try to figure it out together. And for the burnout part, well, we take frequent breaks. As you guys notice, we don't really post every day, and we don't do it 3 times a week either. We try to space them out, so we do have some breathing room, and sometimes we just don't. We skip posting because we need to recharge and break, because we still have our day jobs. So we're working while we're doing this. So it's very important to take those breaks and just chill, recharge, and then, you know, come back to it. We're done doing groceries, and check it out. How much do you guys think this is?
All right, so we're done with groceries, we're at home, but we still have 2 more questions to answer. And question number 9 is, how do I decide what videos to make, and if there's a change of direction in the videos, what was the reason?
Well, we can answer the second part more easily, because we initially began doing recipe videos, and then after that, we decided to focus more on like the travel and showcasing the food and the restaurants
in Chicago
and the stuff that we would eat. So that was the change in direction that we did, and it was pretty like easy. We didn't really think about it. We didn't like, oh, we're gonna stop doing recipe videos, but we just found it more fun to do the travel and restaurant focused videos than actually just doing the recipe videos. So that's why we decided to focus more on that.
And to answer number 1, I think it's harder for us to decide what videos not to make.
Yeah.
Because, for example, right now it's getting cold, and we had a long list of things we wanted to do, you know, during the warm season, and that's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to wait, right, like 6 or 7 months to do those. So
when it warms up. So to add to that, some of the videos that we do want to make. Sometimes it depends on our mood, how we're feeling. So sometimes we postpone that. We're like, hey, you know, I think it would be better if we did this. Or, you know, if it's something more relaxed, we'll be like, okay, let's tackle this video first, that it's more relaxed and we get some more breathing room, and then we can do the other video that requires more energy or attention. So
yeah. Also, like for example, the holidays are coming, and we also want to relax. So we're trying to do as much as possible to make sure that we are doing nothing for Thanksgiving. Literally, we don't even want to cook this Thanksgiving. I don't think we're putting up a tree for Christmas because we're exhausted. Yeah. Because, you know, you have to put up the tree, and then you have to, you know.
We're just gonna put lights on the plant, and that's gonna be a
plants,
tree.
you know, that's it. All right, so final question. What do I do to make friends and develop community on YouTube? I think that's actually pretty easy. We really care for the people that we follow, and we're very, very thankful for everybody's support, right? So we actually try to give advice when we can. I mean, not that we're super popular or anything, but I remember when we started, we got a lot of help for some YouTubers, and we were really appreciative because it really helped us grow. What else? We try to meet people in person, right? Yeah. Not just YouTubers, but actual followers.
You know, give as much as you get.
Exactly. Even sometimes I know that you guys are super busy, and I understand sometimes. I know a lot of people have told me sometimes I can't watch the full video, but I'll give you the full view and I'll say this was a great video. That's fine. You know, we won't take it too hard or anything like that.
Things get lost in the cracks sometimes, and just as it is for you guys, it is for us. And you know, we're not hard on anybody for doing that. But like I said, we try to participate as much as possible. Yeah. Some of the tips that we've given to you guys may not work for you. These are the things that work for us.
Exactly, yeah.
What you need to do is experiment. Like you can take the things that we've told you, try them out, and if they don't work, well, you know, maybe add to it, or you know, morph it to what suits you.
Exactly.
You know, and that's how you'll find success.
And let us know if you have any recommendations of things we should do differently. We always appreciate that feedback to help us grow as well. Like I said, it's always awesome to grow together.
Yeah, and
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
on that note, because you know I have leftovers. This is awesome, guys. If you haven't seen this video, I'm gonna leave like a link here or whatever. I don't know how you guys do it, like here
or there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna do some ramen. I know we're terrible people. We should be dining. We did so well until Friday. Like right from Sunday to like Friday, and then comes the weekend and we have
do you want to cook?
20 things to do. It's like we didn't want to cook. We ate out. What else we gonna do?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll do better next week. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we love you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.